The Maldivian President will travel to India on an official visit next week. The Defence Ministry has given its approval for the construction of extra-large unmanned underwater vehicle for the Indian Navy worth 2,500 crore rupees. 5 HTSE 1200 engines are in the fabrication stage by Hindustan Aeronautics, with the first engine slated for delivery next year, that will be tested on an older prototype of the Dhruv helicopter. National Aerospace Laboratories is developing 10 prototypes of the 150 kg loitering munition UAV that will be designed for precision strike and surveillance missions. Nibe Space Private Limited has signed a memorandum of understanding with Skyroot Aerospace to launch its constellation of 40 Earth observation satellites. Yantra India Limited has showcased its 155mm ammunition in the Land Forces exhibition in Melbourne, Australia. An Indian Air Force contingent comprising MiG-29 Jaguars and C-17 aircraft is ready to set course to participate in Exercise Eastern Bridge in Oman. Researchers at the Madras Institute of Technology have developed a groundbreaking airborne-based intelligent autonomous landing system for challenging environments. India-Philippines held the 5th Joint Defence Cooperation Committee meeting in Manila, during which India invited Philippines to partner in co-development and co-production of defence equipments. According to latest reports, the first Apache helicopter for the Indian Army is expected to be delivered only next year, which is almost a year behind the original delivery schedule. Senior officials have said that supply chain bottlenecks in the aerospace industry have held up the deliveries, along with some issues related to India's rating being low on the US Defense Priorities and Allocations Systems program, but this matter was resolved in May 2024 after 6 months of discussions with the US. HAL has identified suitable land for the F414 engine production facility, and it will commence operations in 2028, with an initial output of 1 engine per month, but the rate will gradually increase to 2 engines per month. That aligns with the planned production capacity of 24 Tejas Mark2 fighter jets annually by 2030. The Indian Air Force has expressed a need for 200 Tejas Mark2 fighter jets by 2039, which could lead to a further expansion of F414 engine production. Following the footsteps of Tata and Mahindra, Bharat Forge has become the third company to secure transfer of technology for the WhAP 8x8 wheeled armored platform. Tata and Mahindra have already introduced their second-generation WhAP models, incorporating valuable feedback from the Indian Army, and Bharat Forge is expected to unveil its locally manufactured WhAP vehicles later this year. The DRDO has been given the green light to develop 2 new variants of the Pinaka system for the Indian Army that will have a range of 150 km and 250 km, and interestingly, the DRDO aims to design this next-generation Pinaka with the capability of being air-launched from fighter jets, and this decision to develop these new variants comes after the recent induction of Rampage air-launched rocket system by Indian Air Force and the Indian Navy. The Defence Ministry has given approval to the Indian Navy's plans worth over 2,500 crore rupees to build unmanned underwater vessels, and the Indian Navy would be issuing a tender for the project in the next few months. The underwater vessels in the extra-large category would weigh over 100 tons, that would be equipped with strike capabilities against enemy submarines and surface vessels, along with mine-laying and mine-clearing operations and surveillance. Today's top 3 comments.
Omar dropped it.